Hi guys. I was like, okay, I can't keep throwing time lapses at people because that's just boring. This series is called Traditional Fail. It's not a very positive title, so let me explain it a little bit. So Traditional Fail highlights my process of learning traditional art, starting at the very beginning and working my way up to being able to fully utilize the tools of the trade. Since I'm new, that means I'm probably going to fail a lot. So I wanted to find a way to celebrate that, because with every fail, I can analyze my work, pick up on tips from professionals and all that, and learn how to do better next time, which is what essentially, is part of the creative process. You make mistakes, you learn from them. This video is going to focus on alcohol-based markers. So I'm trying to find budget markers that I can use to learn off of, and I might still use my Copics, of course, because I spent money on those. But I was at the store today and found these kind of artisan series markers. I also found these sketch markers. These are markers! No, they're not. They're sketching pencils. They were from the dollar store, so that probably means they're crap. But I wanted to try them and see what they'll be like, and maybe I could use them on a regular basis. So I'm going to open them and I'm going to try them. Open up! Open, 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 open! So I'm going to try each side. So let's just move these over so you guys can get a better look. And then we'll do, you can barely see it. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to zoom this in so y'all can see that better. There, I think that's a better accurate representation of it. Alright, so I'm going to do that for the rest of them. And we'll see what we got. Okay, so this is all the different swatches. It's probably a little difficult to see. It's a lot of different colors. So, for now, I'm not going to do anything, but in a couple of days, so editing magic. So it'll be 10 seconds for y'all, for you. I'm knocking over the stand. I am going to try to come up with something to draw, time lapse it, and then hopefully the art piece isn't going to look terrible. Alright, cool. See y'all in 2 seconds your time. So I just started brainstorming a little while ago, with all my photos, so I thought maybe I would do that here as well, just to get kind of an idea as to what I wanted to do. I decided to try drawing just random things in a sketchbook, or my sketchbook, obviously, and just kind of figure things out from there. So I tried to do foxes first, but I didn't do them that well, or as well as I wanted, so I'm racking that up as one fail in, I guess, in my own book. But I also tried to do hummingbirds, and I learned quite quickly that I can't do hummingbirds, so I need to make sure I go back and find ways to simplify the animals. Another idea I had was to maybe utilize some flowers, so I found some photo references of flowers, and as a result I ended up just kind of looking at the photo and using it as kind of a reference. When I wanted to figure out what colors I wanted to use for the photos or the possibilities, I put some cardstock underneath the paper, and I used that to kind of make sure that it wouldn't bleed through the sky. So I spent a lot of time just looking at some Skillshare classes and learning different techniques. I wanted to make sure that I was utilizing my time and trying to figure out how to use the markers properly. I don't think I utilized a lot of these techniques though in the actual picture, so I'm gonna have to go through and make sure that I definitely do that. For sure, I utilized the technique where you kind of like stroke up, but you start like, you press hard and you stroke up and go light and stuff. Then I went and I wanted to brainstorm a little bit more on cardstock, just because I wanted to also have some freedom to try colors later. I tried hummingbirds and flowers, but afterwards I was able to find something with a girl looking down, and I just kind of went back to my comfort zone. That's just kind of the sketch I came up with as a result. It looks decent. I also afterwards went in and tried to figure out what kind of hair I wanted. I tried a combination with another picture I tried, and then I went in and decided to try clothes and stuff and the flower, which eventually I ditched because honestly with the perspective I wasn't sure. Of the two, I think I went with the second one, just because I was told well, I wasn't told, but I got people's opinions, and the color palette seemed to, for the most part, people seem to like that a little bit more, which I'm fine with, because let's be honest, I actually kind of liked the color palette a lot too. So the actual picture, which is going to turn into a bit of a speed paint, I had some struggles because I'm used to going in and fixing everything digitally, but because it's like flipping, you know, like traditionally you can't really do that. So I went and erased a lot, and because I don't have like a light box or anything, or something that might make tracing a little bit easier, I wasn't able to go in and I wasn't able to like trace it onto paper, so I just kind of decided to leave it. Decided to put her hair in front of her eye because I figured if the hair was she was looking down, then the hair probably would be falling down a little bit more like that. I tried the flower, and as you will see in like 2 seconds, I erased it because I hated it. I thought it looked awful, so I ended up doing all that stuff. I was able to use some micron pens. I'd been practicing with them, just kind of using one particular one for the outers, then using another one for the details. I've been trying to use the brush one for like hair and stuff, but I'm still getting used to it, so as you can see it's a little funky and I'm still trying to get used to that, but you know, with every chance I'm getting a little bit better. When it comes to erasing, when I tried to erase it, the paper creaked, which was fun. The hair was really frustrating because I don't have very much in relation to contrasty tones, and that is super frustrating and all that stuff. I'm also trying to get used to using Copics, and looking at it now I can see that I needed to go in and blend it a little bit better, but considering I think it was okay. Also used white to figure out highlights, but that ended up looking like a disaster, so I kind of just was like, whatever. I tried to use a particular pen marker, as you see just now, and I found out that it was actually dead, so I have to go get refills when I can afford it, which I'll never be able to afford it at this rate, so we'll have to see what happens. Job hunting so I can afford things. I know after I finished this particular piece, I did go back after the recording was done and I fixed a little bit more, so I wasn't satisfied with it and all that stuff. I've got the skin, especially because I felt like it was too streaky because I was being dumb and I was not using what I had learned earlier. It's funny because it's kind of the point of this video series is to kind of like learn how to use things properly. I didn't include all of my footage because there was quite a little bit of footage. Overall, I think I'm quite proud of this piece because I don't really do traditional that often. I usually just stick with digital. And all that stuff I just really do traditional. So if you guys like this video and you want to see more content like this, then please subscribe and hit the notification bell, in addition to, of course, if you want to see a mature short, but that's alright. This is what the piece looked like at the end. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content. Anyways, thank you. Bye!